I've been running YouTube channels full-time for 5 years. This channel monetized 30 days ago is already making $2,000 a day. Of course, this is in USD. This one's monetized 2 weeks ago making $200 a day. Monetized 3 days ago making $150 a day. This channel just got monetized. New channel already getting 50,000 views a day. And this channel just met monetization requirements and is growing quickly. Every single channel I just showed you was run completely with AI, which is why I have so many of them. So today you're going to learn exactly how you can do the exact same thing I just showed you. Step 1, use YouTube filters to find your niche. Every channel I just showed you makes videos around 2 hours long. So we're just going to go in the YouTube search bar and search sleep, because most of these channels do have sleep in the title. Next thing we do is we go to the filters here, sort by over 20 minutes, then sort by this week, then sort by view count. And once you start scrolling, you're going to see a lot of videos that are in this 2 hour long plus niche. For example, the Sleepless Historian. However, this channel is already pretty old, 2 months ago. So let's try and find something a little bit newer. Now, you might get a lot of these channels that are like ASMR or baby sleep, but these channels, for example, if I show you, have been uploading this for over a year. So ideally, we want to look for one that is a little bit different, kind of like these boring history ones, but that's a little saturated, so let's look for something different. So after scrolling for a bit, we found something. The Elder Scrolls lore. If we go to his channel, this guy's channel is relatively new, and I haven't seen anybody else doing Elder Scrolls. And if we check out his Social Blade, he's getting around 6,000 views a day, which in this niche should be around $150 a day because the videos are 3 hours long. So 4.5K a month for something as easy as this, don't mind if I do. So now that we got this out of the way, the next step is to go to tubegen.ai. I'm going to have this linked in the description, but you're going to see why this is so useful. As you can see here, create entire video with TubeGen, and that's pretty much what this tool is going to do for you. All we're going to do is press Tools, Generate Title by Channel URL, and copy and paste that person's channel URL right in here. Now we can choose a title here. Let's just do Mysteries of the Forgotten Daedric Princess. So next thing we have here is web search or video context. Realistically, I don't know if the web's going to find much about Elder Scrolls lore. So let's search this up on YouTube. So right here, we actually have a lore video about the Daedric Princess. So we can copy and paste this and use video context and paste in that YouTube video. Now keep in mind, you actually don't have to use either of these, but you can if you want to. Next, you want to go to Style, Create New Style. Let's just call it this guy's channel name. Next step, we want to choose a voice that sounds good. I've already went through these, but I like Frederick, so let's just use him. I'll play you guys a sample.
And here, we have a calm, well-spoken narrator.
Now, next thing we want to do is we want to give this reference video. So in the style, what this is going to do is it's going to make your script structured, use the same tone. It's going to be like the same script writer from this channel wrote the scripts for our channel. And because we know their videos are doing good, that's what we want to do. So let's go to most popular. That's what I like doing, copying their most popular video. And you have up to 6 options here, but the more video that you give, the more credits the script's going to take to generate here. And because these are 2 hour long videos, I definitely probably only want to use 2 or 3. So now let's just look for an outlier that did good here. So this one has 4.8K views, so let's just use this one. And this is already 5 hours of audio for the style to listen to, so I think that's more than enough to go off of. And let's just press Create Style. Now that we have our style selected, we need to do our word count. So in this case, for a 3 hour long video, they're probably doing 15 to 20,000 words, so let's just do 15,000 words. And then we're going to go right here and press Generate. And now our script is writing right here. Once it's done, we'll be able to edit anything if we need to, but the thing is, these scripts are really great because we made our style, we selected our word count, we have our title, and we're even using video context for the information. So there's absolutely no point of proofreading this. And a 15,000 word script will probably take like 3 minutes to generate. Now that our script is done, the next thing we're going to do is just press Generate Voiceover. Alright guys, our voiceover is done generating, and here's what it sounds like.
In the shadowed corners of reality.
Now we're still not done, we have the next step. Now we have Generate Images. Let's go for this digital art style, because you know it's a video game, and we want to have an image every 6 minutes or so in the video. That's going to be around 30 images, so let's just type in 30 here, and I can do even maximum 866 if I wanted one per sentence. And of course, you can use this tool for any niche, so you can even use this for shorts, so if you wanted to, you can make this, vertical. But let's just hit generate. And now we have all of our images here. We have the option to download them as images, or we can download them as videos. Now, if you download them as videos, this is just going to automatically time everything for you. For example, right, the first image is from 0 minutes to 4 minutes, 42 seconds. So if you don't want to have to put this in your video editor and have to, time this from 0 to 4 minutes, 42, you can just download them as videos. And if you press on any of these images, it tells you which part of the script TubeGen is using to create this image. So to make this as easy as possible for us, we're just going to press download videos. And converting them to videos, by the way, doesn't even cost any extra credits on TubeGen. Once the videos are done downloading, it's going to give you a zip folder. In here, you get all of the images, you get the timestamps for all of the images, and then of course we got what we asked for, the videos. Now, all we have to do is open any editing software, and immediately, as you can see with my mouse, I can just drag in all of these. And just like that, we have our 2 hour, 53 minute long video, Only other thing we need here is our voiceover. And just like that, the entire video is made for you. Now, this is where you can add extra stuff. You can add an overlay of, a campfire or whatever you want. But what I like to do is I'm going to just press Control D. And what this does is this is just going to add a transition. Now, there's some other things you can do, like you can add in zoom ins. So for example, if I'm using Premiere, I can just add in a scale here and just animate the image going in a little bit. Now, as you can see, as I scroll through this, the image is zooming in. And with Premiere, I could just apply this to all of the videos. So now if I skim through it, you can see that it's zooming in with all of them. Now our entire video is done, so we're just going to export it. Now, ideally, you want to start on an aged channel. Here's one random Minecraft channel I have. Of course, you can also use a brand new channel, but if you have a channel that you've been watching YouTube on for a while, that's always going to be better because it just gets pushed in the algorithm a little bit earlier. If you create a brand new channel, it'll still get pushed, just it might take a few extra days. That's really the only difference. So let's just name our channel something random like Elder Tales. We want to see if we can get that same at. If we can't, it's not a big deal. I just add YT at the end. I'm sure that'll fix it. There we go. Description doesn't really matter. Now we just need our profile picture and banner. Let's just search up Elder Scrolls because truthfully, your profile picture and banner do not matter on YouTube at all. You can AI generate them if you want, whatever you want. But in this case, I'll just make it this. Just because I want to prove it really doesn't matter. I can even make this the banner too. I'll just do that for the banner. Like, it really doesn't matter. You don't even need a banner. So name, profile picture, banner, it really doesn't matter. Trust me. All that matters is your video title and thumbnail and how good your video is. That's how people are going to find it. They're not going to care about, your profile picture or anything. Now, what does matter is we want to go into settings. You want to add just some keywords to your channel, I would recommend. So let's just do Elder Scrolls as the only one. Advanced settings, you want to make sure this is set to no. You want to make sure all the feature eligibility is, enabled. As for upload defaults, I would just leave this blank, but for the advanced settings, we're going to want to make our category probably education for this one. For video language, title description, set these both to English, and that's really all you need to do there. So as for setting up the channel, that's really all it is. Let's just publish these changes. Now, of course, the next thing we want to do is we want to get a thumbnail. Now, TubeGen should be adding a thumbnail generator soon, so by the time you're watching this video, they might have one on site, but these images are very simple. So in this case, I'm honestly just going to copy an image of the Daedric princess. I don't know Elder Scrolls, so I don't know if I pronounced that right. Because the thumbnails on this channel are very simple. It's just an image with text. Now, I'm just in Photoshop. All I'm going to do is select the subject, and then make a second layer. That looks like this. Super easy. That took 2 seconds. And then I'm just going to put the text layer behind. So I'll probably just write this. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm sure people that know the game know this. Now we just got to pick some sort of font. Let's take a look at this channel and just choose a word like this. Like they're just using ambitious, bloodbath, stuff like that. So let's just do ambitious. Now we're just going to resize this so you can actually see the text. And then we can just use Photoshop AI to regenerate the rest of this. Just generative fill and generate. That looks great. And now our thumbnail looks just like theirs. All I got to do is now add like a drop shadow to this probably. And then a drop shadow to the text. And there we go. We got a great looking thumbnail. Took me literally 2 minutes. Now the next thing we want to do is of course to upload this video. We got our title right here. Now all we got to do is copy and paste his title to make it similar to ours. And let's just change this to the Daedric princess. There we go. Now our title looks exactly the same. So for the description, I just put the title at the top of the description. That's what I like to do. Let's also just upload our thumbnail. Now if you see, he does the description well. So I actually like his description, but I'll show you how that's done. TubeGen's also going to have a description generator and whatnot soon. But for now, let's just use Grok. So I'm just telling it to make a description, don't include hashtags, include keywords, and I just gave it the title of the video. So let's take this. We're going to double space and put this right here. Then I'm just going to copy his hashtags. So we're just going to take these 4 hashtags and put them at the bottom of the description. That's really all you need. You don't even really need tags for your videos. It can help, so I'm just going to write Elder Scrolls as the only tag. But tags are not really that relevant. So once you have all the details here, you're going to go to video elements. You want to add 1 video, 1 subscribe. Ideally, you'd want to make it your previous video, but since this is the first video, we don't have one. We're just going to do most recent upload. And we want to make this as long as possible here. We're going to save this, press next, and then we're going to schedule it. So let's schedule this for today. Let's do 11:45 p.m. And then schedule. That should just give it enough time to do all the checks and whatnot. It's uploading 10 more minutes. And ideally with these types of niches, you want to upload once a day. And instead of paying editors, scriptwriters, voice actors, you can do this all yourself in 20 minutes and pay 1/5 the cost for a 3-hour video that you would have paid for a scriptwriter and whatnot.